Hello students, welcome to another another lab session of your analog and digital electronics. So in today's session we will see the experiment number 3, that is, in this session we will try to simulate this window comparator, and we will see the UTP and LTP value of this window comparator. So before going for the circuit, let us see the design. You can see in this design, goals are UTP value will be 3.33, LTP value will be 1.66 volt. So we know that UTP is 2 by 3rd of VCC, LTP is 1 by 3rd of VCC, and the UTP equation will be R1 plus R2 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Similarly for LTP, that is R1 by R1 plus R2 plus R3. And whenever we make the whenever we apply this UTP and LTP value on this equation number 1 and 2, we will get that R1 is equal to R2, R2 is equal to R3. So here we will make some assumptions that R1, R2 and R3 is of 10 kilo ohm, and the parallel resistor RP of 5.1 K. VCC will be of 5 volt, and VP, that is a pulling voltage, will be 10 volt. Okay. So RP is a pulling voltage, not the parallel voltage. RP is a parallel resistor, pulling resistor. Okay, so this is the circuit that we are going to follow to build the circuit. You can see that VCC, that is of 5 volt, okay, and R1, R2, R3 of 10 kilo ohm each. Then we will apply the V in, okay, and 2 op amps will be there, fine, and pulling resistor of resistance 5.1 kilo ohm, and the VP is of 10 kilo ohm, okay. So 10 volt, that is the thing here, and this kind of waveform we are expecting at the end of this simulation. Okay, so in this manual you have this circuit, but actually it is not accurate. Okay, so we will follow according to this this circuit diagram, and we will try to simulate the window comparator. Okay, so let us open the multisim. You can see that the sheet has been opened. Okay, so before going for any operation, just to try to save as. So comparator, I'm using 741 IC, so comparator 741, and let me save this one. Okay, so next one I have to place a 2 comparator, that is 741 IC. So for that I will go for the shortcut. You can see here on the left top of your screen corner, that is a place source, place basic, place diode, place transistor, and place analog is there. So I will click on the place analog, and within that master database analog, and you can see the family op amp. So within that 741 is our IC. I will click OK, and I'm going to keep it like this. Okay, so it is asking me one more. Okay, so I will take one more, and I will keep it like this. Okay, so I don't want further. So here 3 is above, 2 is below. Okay, so it is better that I'm going to flip it vertically. Okay, because as per my circuit diagram it has been flipped. 2 is on the top, 3 is on the bottom. So flip vertical. Okay, you can see that it has been maintained like this. Okay, now the next one is we have to apply the potential for this 4, 7, 4 and 7, right? So again I will go to this place source, and within that I will go for power source. Here DC power is there. I will click OK, and I am going to keep it over like this. Okay, as we know that our pin number 4 needs negative potential. Okay, so I'm going to keep it like this, and it is asking me one more. Okay, so that I'm going to keep it like this for the 7. Okay, one more, it is for the pin number 4. Okay, and pin number 7. Pin number 7 will be kept like this. I don't want further. You can see that pin number 4 is getting the minus, okay, negative. Pin number 7 is getting the positive, that is a longer terminal. Pin number 4 is also again getting the negative. Pin number 7 is getting the positive. Okay, so after that I'm going to use the 3 registers. Okay, so place basic, go to the place basic. So within the basic group, family will be register, and either you can select a 10 kilo ohm register in this, otherwise manually also you can change the value. Okay, so one will be kept like this. It has been rotated like this, so one is kept over here. Let me take over here, and next it is asking me one more, yes, of 10 kilo ohm. Again control R for rotating this one, then I'll keep it over here, and finally one more resistor. Again I'm going to rotate, and I'm going to keep it over like this. Okay, so I don't want further. So this is my 10 kilo ohm resistors R1, R2 and R3. Okay, next one is here I have to apply the potential, right? So for that again I will go for the power source, DC power. Okay, you can see that here the negative is near to this R1, but we want to apply positive, so control R, shortcut key, this like this. Okay, connect all those things. This one is connected with this one is connected with this one, this is with this one. Okay, next one, you can see that here our potential will be of a 5 volt, not a 12 volt, so I will apply 5. Okay, it is changed. Next one is I have to maintain the ground. For that, to go to place, then within the source, select the ground, click OK. One ground I will keep it over here, and the ground I will keep it over here. One more over here, one more just below to this one, and there will be one common ground for both this V2 and V3. Okay, so let me connect all those things. This is connected. Okay, this is connected like this, and this will be connected like this. This will be connected like this. You have to click, and it will take the turn. Similarly, pin number 4, pin number 7, pin number 4, pin number 7, finally this one, and here I will connect this both. Okay, and from here I will take the ground. Okay, so this is how I can able to connect. Now next you can see that this pin number 2 is connected between the R1 and R2, and this pin number 3 of the second op amp is connected between the R2 and R3. So this point is our UTP, upper trip point. So that is nothing but a 2/3 of VCC. It is of 3.3 volt, and here we will get a LTP of 1/3 VCC, that is a 1.66 volt. Okay, so next one is I'm going to connect this pin number 6 of the first op amp and pin number 6 of the second op amp like this. And next I'm going to use a pull-up resistor. For that I will go to the place basic, click on the place basic, then click OK, and rotate this by using shortcut key Control R. The next, keep it like this, then close it, and connect this one with this junction. Okay, make the junction. Okay, so we know that here the pull-up resistor is 5.1K, so 5.1K. And on the top of it, we have one more potential place source DC power, that is what we call as a pull-up voltage R, and I'm going to keep it like this. So close it. So this is of 10 volt, and this will be connected like this. And next one more ground. Okay, and I will place it like this. Close and connect these things. Okay, so this is the connection. Okay, now still we are remaining with pin number 2 and 3. Okay, so here what I will do, I will go to the again place source. So within that you can see that power source, okay, signal voltage. Okay, within the signal voltage, triangular voltage will be there. Okay, click on the triangular voltage, click OK, and keep it like this. I will keep it like this. Okay, close it. Then next here, what I will do, this pin number 3 is connected with the pin number 2 of the second op amp, and here I will connect this one with this. Okay, fine. The next one I will place the ground. Okay, power source, ground. Okay, click like this. Okay, and over. So here I am going to apply 5 volt. Okay, and frequency will be 1 kilohertz, means time period will be 1 millisecond. Okay, now next one, this is the connection. Okay, this is the connection of this one. Okay, now next one is I want to read the output. Okay, for reading the output we have to insert the oscilloscope. So in your right side of the corner of the screen, oscilloscope will be there. Click on the oscilloscope and click and save it over here. The next one, A and B channels are there. Output, and this channel B is used for to see this triangular waveform. Okay, triangular waveform. Okay, once you connect channel B positive to this one. Okay, now next everything is done. Okay, just to save it, file, save. Next one, execute. Okay, so it is executing. Double click on this one, you can see that waveforms are coming. Now pause this one, pause it. Then next go to the if you want you can expand also. I will try to expand this one. Okay, I'm going to reduce this time scale. Okay, 5 millisecond per divisions, 2 millisecond per divisions, and 1 millisecond. And I will go for again further smaller. Okay, why I'm going for the smaller values? Because I want to read the values. Okay, and smaller values will gives me the precise reading. So here you can see that this is the top part is a UTP and the bottom part that is a LTP. So this is a triangular waveform, that is your input waveform, and this a kind of square waveform is your output waveform. So let us see that whether we are getting the UTP and LTP values. So this channel timeline 2 will be used to read the LTP. Okay, you can see that intersection point. Okay, it will take some time. Okay, finally. So next one, the timeline 1 will be used to read the UTP. Okay, so now just refer here timeline 1. Okay, so timeline 1, that is the timeline 1 here. So it intersection point for channel A and channel B, that is a 3.5, 3.5. So we are getting almost a 3.5 volt. That is our UTP. Okay, that is the 2 by third of VCC. Okay, and here VCC that we have applied is 5 volt. So 2 into 5 divided by 3. Okay, so we will get a 3.33 volt. Okay, mathematically, but here in practical we are getting 3.5. Okay, so similarly you can go for this LTP also. For LTP, trace this timeline 2. Okay, so here we are getting 1.985 and the one is a 1.763. So you can see little bit above, this little bit above is there. Okay, so anyhow it is channel A and channel B, they are intersecting on this point. So sorry, its waveforms are intersecting in this point. So 1.98 and the one is a 1.76. So in between that one means you can take it as 1.8 volt. Okay, 1.8 volt will be the LTP. Okay, so we are expecting 1.66 LTP, that is 1 by third of VCC, but we are getting 1.8 volt. Okay, so this is the readings for this window comparator. Okay, so this is the experiment of window comparator, and we understood that how to make the design, okay, and how to rig up the circuit on this multi-sim sheet. Okay, so this is the thing that I want to explain over here. Thanks for listening. Bye.